Hello and welcome. Now in this video what we're going to do is we are going to unzip our files and get them ready. When you download them to your PC, you should be looking at about 36 meg total. And if you have a Windows PC, this should be fairly simple. What you're going to do is you're going to right click this file and you're going to extract all. You don't want to open the file because sometimes that means that the files will not necessarily always turn out to be correct when you open them. You definitely want to extract them. So you want to go ahead and use the extract command. Go ahead and click this box that says show extracted files when complete. Okay, once you do that, you're going to have these two files. You can then go ahead and you can delete the zip file from your hard drive. Okay, and then you're going to go back to this file. So now we're going to work with this file. We're going to open it up, and you're going to find inside, you're going to find two separate files here. So what we're going to do first is we are going to open up the HTML file, and I'm going to do the very same thing. I'm going to click the extract all command. I'm going to show extracted files when complete, and then extract. Once I do that, I'm going to have an extra folder open, just like that one. And then I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the zip file. Right? You don't want to have a bunch of random files on your PC. Okay, so now you've got that folder open, and you've got a file open that's called HTML. Go ahead and double click that folder, and then you'll have these files open. Now, these are all the files that you can literally upload as is to your FTP. Now, what do we mean by FTP? Okay, so now you are looking at FileZilla, and all I've done in FileZilla is I've gone into the to the back side of my website, and I've created my FTP. I put in the username here and password, and then all that information you're going to get from your hosting company. Okay, so then once you do that, you're going to go inside of the public HTML of the website. So then what you're going to want to do is you are going to want to then create a directory for the site where you're going to be. Now, if you're going to put the site inside of your domain name and you're not going to have a subdirectory, just put all the files inside of HTML. If you are going to put it inside of a subdirectory, then create the subdirectory now. And in this case, I'm going to create one that's called Practice Rework. Once I have Practice Rework, I'm going to open up that one. And then I'll have all these files in here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all those files that I just highlighted in the HTML folder. I could just use this this side of FileZilla, right? I can either drag or drop those folders into my FTP, or I can use this side of my FileZilla. I can use either one. So I could just go to FileZilla, and I could then open up the files from this side. Okay, so there are all my HTML files there. So I can do it either way. So I can then highlight those files. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drag them right over. Now when I do that, then I can then go inside of the domain name and this particular subdirectory, Practice Rework, and then I should then see my website there. Okay, so when I do that, then you're going to see there's Practice Rework, there's the directory, and then you see all of your files there. Right, and that's your sales letter. So pretty much then you are ready then to deliver the files. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to connect this page. You want to connect this button to your PayPal. And so the way that you do that is I'm going to show you how to do that now, or you can even connect this to your JVZoo. right? You can probably even remove that button and put the JVZoo button in there. But what I'm going to show you how to do is I'm going to show you how to put the JVZoo button in there. Now, in order to do that, I'm going to have to actually edit my files. So in this case, the file that is showing, or the front page, is going to be your index file, and that's going to be the one we're going to edit. And what you're going to do is you're going to go back to the files on your hard drive, and you're going to want to right click, and then you're going to want to open that folder with something. Sometimes this is a little tricky. Okay, so we want to open this. You want to open this with your HTML editor. Now, I use Dreamweaver. If you use NVU, or if you use Composer, any one of those will do. I know those two are free. I'm going to use Adobe Dreamweaver, so I'm going to open that up there. Now, when you open this up inside of your HTML editor, at least Dreamweaver, you've got the code and you've got a split, you've got the design. So in other words, if I just want to look at the design only, I can just click the design button. If I want to look at a split, and this is how I like to work, because I can see them both at the same time. Or if you're familiar with the code, you can just look at the code. Right? I like to look at the split. Now, in order to change the button, I'm just going to scroll all the way down and find the button. And this is where you want to have your link. So you see this here, where you've got your link, and what you're going to want to do inside of Dreamweaver. Notice that Dreamweaver has a place for your link inside of here, and most HTML editors are going to pretty much be the same. You want to put your link inside of this box, so you want to have this linking to your JVZoo button. Okay, so when you go inside of JVZoo and you set up your product, you want to have this linking out to JVZoo, or you can even have it just linking direct to your PayPal. Right? If you go inside of PayPal and you create a PayPal button, you can have this link going directly there. Now, the thing that you want to do, of course, is you're going to have to either go inside of PayPal or inside of JVZoo and direct them to where your thank you page is going to be. I'll show you where that is now. Now, JVZoo is going to ask you where you want your files, or where you want your buyer delivered once they've made payment. PayPal is going to ask you the same thing, and you're going to use the thank you page. And what you're going to do is you are going to just right-click this and then copy the URL. Right now, remember, if you use FileZilla, it's free, and I would suggest you use FileZilla if you want to follow me. Of course, you can use any program that allows you to do FTP that you're most comfortable with, but you want to find one, and you want to copy the URL that it gives you. I'm going to do that. Now, I'm going to open up Notepad right now, because when you put that code inside of your your website there, you are going to have to change this, and you're going to have to take out the HTML, and you're going to have to take out the FTP, and you're going to have to put there instead http://. Now, this is the page that you are going to use in order to deliver your product. Right? So this is what you want to put inside of PayPal, or this is what you want to put inside of the inside of JVZoo as your thank you page. Now, of course, then you're going to have to then edit your thank you page to deliver your product. Now, in order to do that, you're going to have to do a couple of things. You're going to have to come back to your hard drive, and you're going to have to edit your thank you page. Now, before you edit your thank you page, what you're going to be doing on the thank you page is you're going to be creating links to your to the files where you deliver them. Now, I would suggest that you deliver your files in one folder, but you can deliver them in separate folders. But first, let's take a look inside of your thank you page so that you can see how this is going to actually look. So you're going to do the very same thing. You're going to open this with your HTML editor. I'm going to open this with Dreamweaver. And when you actually get it open, you're going to see that, I'm going to scroll down here, you're delivering this in one link. Now, of course, if you know HTML and you want to play around with this and you want to actually deliver your files individually, you can do that. But what you want to do is you want to take all of your content, you want to zip it up into one file, and you want to put that file someplace where you're going to be able to deliver the content. Now, when you do this, you're going to want to be careful and make sure that your buyers are going to be able to get it when they download it. So make sure that if you're going to use shared hosting, that they're going to be able to get the product, that your hosting company is going to be there in case you get lots of sales at one time. Okay, so basically, you're going to create a link from this button, right, in the same way that we did right here. You're going to create that link, and in what we've done in advance here is we've actually placed the link inside of your package already, right? So you see MP4 videos here, zip, right? So that's where you're going to actually put your zip files. That's if you want to use this URL that we've already placed there. You don't have to use that URL. You can place your files any place you want, and you can then create the link there. The most important thing is that you create a link directly to your files. And once again, you can create them individually and create one link at a time, but I would suggest that you just zip up everything, put it in one file, and then link to that file in this box of your HTML editor. Now, once you've done that, then your thank you pages are actually going to be edited. Now, of course, once you've done the editing on your files, then you're going to have to re-upload them, right? And so all you're going to do here is you're going to take the new thank you page that you just did, and FileZilla is going to ask you if you want to overwrite it. You're going to say yes. And then you're going to take a look here at your index file, which you edited. You're going to have to re-upload that. FileZilla is going to ask you if you want to overwrite it. You're going to say yes. So now you should have an edited index file. You should have a button that links to your PayPal or JVZoo, and your product should be delivered from your thank you page. And once again, you're going to have to make sure that you upload your files and that you have those files connected to that button on your thank you page. And so once you've done that, then your product then is ready to sell. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.